Knicks family, what's popping? And guess what? We did it. Snapped 18-game losing streak, and yes, I am happy about it. I'm definitely happy about it. We won, y'all. We snapped the 18-game losing streak. So, let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it while it lasts. And just be happy about it, man. Let's go. All right, we already got a video chat forming right now. We got Aunt G. We got, I think I see Nate up in there. We got C-Dog, right, on this Valentine's Day. I'm glad you guys joining me on this Valentine's Day. And we're going to go ahead and talk about this win, right? Because it was a good win for the Knicks. I'm glad we got the win. I'm going to be honest with you, in the beginning of the game, when we first started out, I was a little bit nervous. I wasn't sure if we was going to, we started off with a lead. Took a 13-point lead, maybe more. I forgot. I don't know, something like that. And then somehow, some way, we gave it back. And then, of course, we managed to pull this game out. Fizz wanted this game. There's no doubt about it. Fizz wanted to make sure he got this game. I don't blame him. I wanted to make sure that we got this game. You know what I mean? And listen, he played DeAndre Jordan down the stretch. I think that's all you need to know about whether or not Fizz wanted this. Definitely wanted this game. Usually, he plays Mitchell, since DeAndre Jordan's been here, has been playing Mitchell Robinson down the stretch. Tonight, he played DeAndre Jordan down the stretch. He wanted to make sure that we secured a win tonight, and we needed the win. We needed a win for our psyche, just for the team's psyche. We needed to have a win. And I'm glad we got the win. Impressive performances by some of our players tonight, I think. Dennis Smith Jr. played well, 19 points, 7 assists I think he had. Kadeem Allen, once again, played well. And, Kadeem Allen is definitely impressing people, in my opinion. Played well once again. And, I got some questions to ask about Kadeem Allen. Right? And, excuse me for a second. I'm working on getting the video chat ready for everyone. To make sure that, clear for everybody to see. But I do want to ask the video chat a question. I just want to find out I'm going to go ahead and get you guys, find out what you guys think about this game. So I'm going to unmute you. And once I get the video up and going, we'll get it going. So I'm going to start with you, Nate. Nate, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you loud.
Good.
Man, thank God for the Hawks. I mean,
yeah.
Thank God for the Hawks, I'll be honest with you, man. I did not watch the game. My car stalled out in the highway, so I was waiting for a tow for about 2 hours. But I had my phone. I was checking out the scores. Looks like we got off to an early start and kind of rode the wave, and then they came back, and then we kind of finished at the end and held on. So that's exciting to see for a young team. I think that it only can boost their confidence going forward. It looks like Dennis Smith played well. John Jenkins had 14 too.
John Jenkins played well.
With Kadeem Allen. I think those were the high scorers of the game, along with Dennis Smith. Mitch Robinson was like 6 and 7, I think, but he had 4 blocks. Hey, man, I'm going to say this about Mitch Robinson. He is Defensive Player of the Year for a rookie. I don't know anybody else is playing better defense than that guy right now. I mean, the way he can block shots and play good defense and alter shots, he in my my opinion, is defensive player of the year for the rookies, hands down.
Okay, you might.
I'd be shocked if win it.
You might be right about that. You might be right about it. He may be defensive player of the year for.
Yeah, I don't know who else is playing. Maybe Josh Jacoby.
Do they do the defensive player of the year for rookies?
I think they do. Do they? I'm not sure.
I
think they do. Well, he definitely will make the offensive team for a rookie, for sure.
The offensive team.
I mean, defensive team.
If they had a defensive team, he would make the defensive team. That's what you're saying.
I thought they have a rookie defensive.
Maybe
defensive
they do.
Team.
I don't know. They may. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just asking the question. I'm not.
Well, the point is, if there's any accolades for this guy on defensive side, he should win it. That's just my opinion. I don't think there's anybody else out there that's playing as good as defense as a rookie than him.
I agree with you. The kid plays, man.
Yeah,
he plays. He plays. He gets after it on at least blocking shots, at least contesting and blocking shots.
Yeah, he alters shots too. I mean, he does it all.
Exactly. He alters shots. Contesting shots from the weak side. He alters shots. All those type of things. He does that. So, big kudos to Mitch Robinson. For what he's doing. Let me see who else we got joining us. We have. Guess we'll get it as soon as they pop up. Let me see. Man,
I gotta say about Mitch, man. He may be outside of Jaren Jackson, and if I'm wrong, don't crucify me, man. This is on the spot thinking, but outside of Jaren Jackson, he may be the most impressive rookie big man in the league right now. And he's just doing all of this, I believe, straight up instinct, athleticism.
You got a lot of fuzz. You got a lot of fuzz. It's pretty hard to hear you. You got a lot of fuzz going on with your it's real fuzzy right now. Let me see. We got Mike. I'm gonna come back to Mike. Maybe you can get that fixed. And Mike, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good.
Got that flying
how you feel
voice.
about? Hey, we caught a win tonight. How you feel about it?
Yeah, dude, I'm feeling I'm feeling great. The energy was great. It was great, hard-fought game for once. It feels so weird saying all this, man. But yeah, great win. I love how DSJ played. He attacked the rim, which I love when he. I hate when he doesn't attack the rim. That's just I've always thought that was his best play. He's got such a great first step. I don't know why he doesn't use it more often. I'm sure he'll learn how to use it better when he gets older. But anyway, Kadeem Allen played great. He's become one of our best players, actually. Surprisingly, just out of nowhere and just lit it up, and I'm really happy with that. And he could
what?
I mean, I can see him being a starting shooting guard, 2-guard for us with Dennis Smith Jr. in the backcourt.
Yeah, you think so?
I could see him start with Dennis Smith Jr. in the backcourt. Could you?
We'd have a small backcourt, right? Our backcourt is small. I think he's like 6'3", so we'd have a pretty small backcourt.
Okay, that's true. Okay, good point. I mean, the Nets kind of were doing D'Lo and Dinwiddie, playing them both a lot, and they're both kind of small. I mean, I understand bench, but if you play him a lot of minutes, near starter minutes, then the day it really doesn't matter as long as he's putting up his numbers.
Yeah, exactly. That's the key to it right there. As long as he's putting up the right numbers, we're good.
Exactly.
At least right now, it's still yet to be seen whether or not he's going to be a player on a playoff squad. If he's going to be one of your key cogs in a playoff team. That still remains to be seen. But for what it's worth, for right now, he's doing everything that we need right now. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we need. So I have nothing to complain about when it comes to Kadeem Allen. And we're going to talk about Kadeem Allen a little bit later. We're going to talk about him a little bit and just find out a little bit about, what people think about Kadeem Allen. All right. And as it pertains to Dennis Smith Jr. I just got a little question I want to ask. I'm gonna get around to the rest of the guys in the video chat and see what guys are talking about. I'm sorry I don't have the video chat up. Every once in a while these things act funny, but let's get around to everybody else. C-Dog.
What up?
How you feel about the game, man? How you feel about the game?
It's amazing what one extra shooter can do to the game. They got Jenkins in there with Cornette. That opens up the whole floor for Allen or Dennis Smith to do what they got to do. And another big man in there, Knox or Robinson. And it's like a real team now.
Yeah. John Jenkins looks good.
All he needed was somebody to make shots. That's it.
Okay. John Jenkins looks good. He looks good, man. He looks like he looks good. We'll see if he's going to be able to do it against, like we continue to say, can he do it? When your team is good and stuff like that. But
even if he can't do it, the word is out that he can shoot. They're going to be up on a tight. That's still going to open it up. All of that slumping off of these other sorry shooters, clogging everything up. Those days will be gone once he comes in the game with Cornette.
I feel you.
They got two decent shooters on the team now. Now they got to find, they just got to add people that can shoot.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. So do you think that John Jenkins is a guy that's going to stick around?
You need to.
All right.
I don't see why not. I mean, he was doing good in Westchester. It took a little while to get him up here. But now that he's here, you keep him.
Yeah. Like Kadeem Allen, he is a guy that, I don't want to say it, he's a guy that could come, that you could get at a bargain. And if we plan on doing the things that we want to do in free agency, we're going to need guys like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's a guy that, you could possibly get at a bargain next year.
He's a G League player, so he's going to be at a bargain. How much can he command?
Right.
He can't come in talking $10 million a year. He's a G League player. He's going to get what he get. Same as Allen.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, you're definitely right about that.
Hey, that's two pieces we never even thought of at the beginning of the year that we found digging around. So that's good. Yeah.
And listen, throughout, I don't know, throughout preseason and all that stuff, the Knicks talked about their developmental system, that they believe that they've had a developmental system. Do we have it with the Knicks team itself? I don't know, but we definitely have it in Westchester. I can say that. We definitely have.
I went to a couple of games out there, and I was impressed with the guys. But it's hard to get called up because they got all the guaranteed contracts. And if we would have kept Tim Hardaway and Burke and all of them, there's no way they would have got called up. That's how come he went to the Wizards for a little while.
Right. That makes sense. All right, I'm gonna come back to you, C-Dog.
Right.
We got Mark. We got Guillermo that just joined us. All right, Mark, what's popping, man? Been a little while. Where you been?
How you doing?
What'd you say?
I said I've been around town.
You said you've been what?
I've been out of town.
Oh, you've been out of town. Internet still works out of town unless you've been in outer space?
No, just been out, man.
All right. So how you feel about the game tonight, then, man? So,
listen, Allen Stark, he runs the team a little better. The ball movement with him on the floor looks absolutely better. He makes quicker than the ball.
You're breaking up on me, Mark. You're breaking up on me.
Oh, my. You know?
Yeah, you got to get your internet right, man. It's breaking up on me. I'm gonna get the Guillermo, see what Guillermo thinks. Reset your stuff, get your internet right. Guillermo, what do you think about the game tonight?
Yo, it was good, Sim. Yeah, man, I was impressed, man. I mean, the caveat is the Atlanta Hawks, I think they're like 27th in defensive efficiency, one of the tops in turnovers. But what I saw, man, there's some promise with some of these guys, man. I like what I saw from Kadeem Allen. He definitely has to be here in regards to backup point guard role and all that stuff, because Walt Clyde Frazier made a good point. He's like, this guy, you know, he seems like a pure point guard. He's always pushing the ball, always keeping his dribble, always looking to make the right pass. And he said he's better Mude because he's a little bit more composed when he's doing so, which I think, you know, is evident. You know, the guy can turn it on and make the layup, or, you know, if it's not there, he can pull it back out and whatnot. I like Jenkins as well. He got hot early on, but that's a guy, you know, he reminds me of, remember that tall, light-skinned dude with the dreads? Not in terms of play, but like how valuable he was to the team. That he went to the Pacers.
I know you're talking about. Yeah. You're talking about
Copeland.
Chris Copeland. Yeah.
And I think like guys like that. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad, son.
No, I said Optimus Prime. That's Optimus Prime.
No, I miss him though. Yeah, I liked him for that 1 year, but I mean, Sim, you need specialists on this team, man. If you're talking about bringing in 2 stars, you always need those specialists. Every good team has they have a few good role players, and I like them. I mean, he kind of got cold later on. You know, he was doing a little bit too much. No, I don't say too much, but dribbling stuff. But, you know, that catch and shoot, man, he can do it really well, man. And even DSJ, you know, he kind of recovered later on. So I was just happy all around. I mean, it was a good performance. Mitchell Robinson, Lord Jesus, he's becoming something, man. He is becoming something. Defensively, he's becoming like Darrell Revis. Like you have to literally take the game away from him. So all in all, good game from the Knicks, man. I was really impressed, man. So, you know,
how many
go
blocks
Knicks.
did he have tonight?
How many blocks? Mitchell Robinson had 4 blocks. Wow.
4 blocks tonight.
DeAndre Jordan had 3 too, but you know, I mean, it's DeAndre Jordan, so you know, you don't.
Yeah, I mean, DeAndre Jordan knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan knows what he's doing. Mitchell Robinson doesn't really know what he's doing. Listen,
Sim, did you see Fizz? Did it seem like Fizz was kind of like he seemed kind of nervous when the Knicks were kind of pulling away with the lead? Like they would cut to him, and it looked like he was like biting his nails and like looking frantic when they want to run and stuff. Is that just me, or
I didn't even see, and you know, maybe he just wanted to get this win so bad. He just wanted to make sure.
I think he's full tank mode, man. I think he probably would have been like, "Hey, let's just lose this one." But you know, look, I'm probably just going crazy. But look, I'm just happy the Knicks won. It's good for their morale, man, because it's tough to be losing all these games, man. Like, damn. But again, Mitchell Robinson. Hey, man.
Yeah, Mitch.
That boy's something, man.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson is he's making his mark. He's got a lot to learn, but he's making his mark.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
Hey, Sim, one more thing before you go on. This summer, I don't know who he has to train with. If it's a large one or something, he has to get confidence to shoot that little 15-footer, man, because they give him space. Mm-hmm. And against better teams, they're gonna know how to time that pick and roll, and but they give him space to shoot, and he has to be able to hit those, man. Like it's just too much of an adequacy. But I'll shut up. Look, I'm happy. We did good.
I think he'll learn it. You know, when I watch these guys play, when I watch this team play, they look like a high school team out there on the floor with some of the mistakes that they make, with some of the things that they do. They look like a high school team. They really do. They look like and for those who don't know, my 18 and over team, we went 10-0 in our league and won the championship. We start again February the 24th, and we're looking to repeat. And if we can repeat, we're going to move on up to, we're going to move up to the A League. Right now we're in the B League, so let's not get it twisted. We're in the B League, which is, college level players. And the A League is pro level players, right? So we went to the A League championship game. Our championship game was the game before the A League championship game. And, I know the team that, one of the teams that got eliminated and didn't make the championship game, I play against them in my 30 and over team league, right? And so I know exactly what they are and what they do. As a matter of fact, my 30 and over team, we played against them in the 30 and over championship. We got smacked by 30. All right, but hey, we was in the championship. I'll take that. But we got smacked.
Let's take that, right?
We got smacked by 30 to them, and they got several players that played overseas, and played in professional leagues, all over the place. They in the A League, they didn't make it to the championship in the A League. They got eliminated, right? So I was watching the two teams that made it to the championship in the A League, and man, I mean, everything they do is crisp, fast. They play at a high speed, a high pace, but it's under control. And so I was looking at my guys, all of my guys, none of my guys. I don't have anyone in my 18 and over team that's over 22 years old, right? Besides me and the other coach. And we only play in the 18 and over league. We play spot minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody, we got a bunch of young guys and we play on Sunday mornings, so a lot of times those guys don't make it to the game on time, especially if we got a 9 a.m. game. You know what I mean? They don't get there till sometimes they don't get there till halftime. A couple of the guys. So of course, me and the other coach, we get spot duty. But so no one's over 22 years old. Everyone is really young. In the A League, these guys have played college ball, professional ball, and they're between the ages of 26, 27, 30 years old. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? We're not ready for the A League. We're not ready for it. You know what I mean? We'll get smacked. We're going to stay in the B League. We got to grow a little bit. We got to grow some muscles. We got to get a little bit like Wormo. You know what I'm saying?
Chill. Yo, this guy, man.
Right?
Chill.
So we said, we're going to go ahead and play in the B League again and then see what happens after that. If we go undefeated and win the championship, maybe we'll think about moving up to the A League.
You got to win it, man.
Yeah.
Win it first and then.
Yeah. But when I look at the Knicks play, they look like obviously on a different level, right? Because, we don't have anybody that's 7 foot like Mitch Robinson. You know what I mean? Our tallest player. Right. Well, we got a guy coming in that's 6'8". So he's going to be our tallest player. But they do the same things. Play the game, make like some of these silly mistakes that I'm like, what are you guys doing? Right? That's how the Knicks look. They look like a young team out there.
I will say this, Tim. Since Big Man came, DeAndre Jordan came, I don't know if he's saying something. I don't know what it is, but you do see a little bit better play in terms of quicker passes. You see Trier trying to be more of a point guard, even though he still picks up his dribble in the middle of the paint and it gets stuck. But it seems a little bit better. I don't know, maybe that's just a few games, you're just going to a stretch or whatever. But yeah, I just think that I don't know what DeAndre Jordan's doing. I don't know what Fizzo's doing, but the team looks a little bit better. Even though they're losing, they're still obviously losing a lot, but it looks a little bit better. Like there's a little bit more effort on defense, a little bit more passing. It's not as much ISO, and it does help to not have Cantor and Tim Hardaway making their me first type of choices. But I mean, look, this team obviously we're gearing up for the future. So I'm just looking at guys who are going to fill out the spots, and we have a few guys, man. Jenkins looks good off the catch and shoot. And Kadeem Allen is playing his butt off, man. So salute to these guys, man.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see. Let me get around to the crew. Isaiah, coming to you, my brother. What's up,
Hey, what's going on, Sam?
I'm chilling, man. I hopefully you did your lady right for Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, we I got her a couple of bears, and I got her a couple I got her this Reese bear because she loves Reese's, and had a bear on the Reese box, and I got her that. Then I got her a big bear. Then I took her we went to Hibachi, and then I was gonna bake for her because she wants me to bake for her, but it was kind of late and I didn't get a chance. But I'm gonna bake for her tomorrow. I'm gonna bake her something nice tomorrow. All right. You funny, Nate. Not put on pause, but I just want to shout out, yeah, funny. Shout out to her. That's wifey for lifey, man. You know how I do. You sound like my father, C-Dog. Not yet. Listen, it's all about that light skin, dark skin love. That's what it's about, man.
I don't know. Hey, what did C-Dog ask you, Isaiah?
C-Dog said wins the wedding.
Oh, hey, C-Dog. Hey, listen. Isaiah's on a water diet, right? He's eating, he's eating healthy. Listen, when a man does that, it's something on his mind. I don't care. There's something on his mind. You know what I'm saying? He want to look right in that tuxedo.
Hey, listen.
Come on, don't do it, Isaiah.
Hey, Sam, but Sam, here's the thing, though. Here's a real thing, Sam. I'm not scared to say I love my woman. I love her.
That's what's up. I love my wife too.
She helped me become a better person for myself. So
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Shut up, Guillermo. Shut up.
Sounds like a keeper, man. Sounds like a keeper. Yeah.
Yo, y'all funny. Y'all all invited to the wedding. Y'all all invited to the wedding.
And BK, we're gonna be in there. We're gonna be up in there. All 300 people that's watching, we're gonna be up in there.
Yo, Sam, you know what's actually funny? I am actually serious about that. I do want Mark and Guillermo, not C-Dog. C-Dog is gonna be negative. No, but I want all you guys. I want, I do want Entertainer, your wife, Joe, and your daughter to come. Eventually, when it happens, I do want y'all to come. I do want that,
no doubt.
But
I love it.
But that's in the future, man. Let's talk about the Knicks right now, man. All this lovey-dovey stuff.
Okay,
man.
Look, he blushing and everything.
I'm gangster, man.
All of a sudden, we can see his ears. Right, them joints starting to stick out. He's blushing and everything.
yo, y'all funny. Okay. All
right, man.
All
right, so you feel good about the win?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. There's no coincidence that when me and my girl was at the first game, we beat the Hawks, and we were together again, so we beat the Hawks.
All right.
So it's love. It's love.
All right. All right.
No, but I was excited, man. Listen, I like Kadeem Allen. I didn't get to see the whole first half, but I got when we left Hibachi, I got to see the rest of the game. Kadeem Allen, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, Sim. I like him. He's the pure point guard. He plays defense. I want to see him back on the team next year because once we become good next year, I would love to see him as a backup point guard. Even though, shout out to Dennis Smith Jr., he played good. But this kid, Mitchell Robinson, man. I mean, we talked about it last night, but this kid, I mean, God forbid if we get the number one pick, you can't trade him with Zion. You can't trade him with, the rest of these guys. You got to keep him. He's that good, and he's that good, and he's that real. I remember, I said it last night. I remember 2010, the Knicks were on the fence with Timothy Mozgov. But this kid, you can't put him in the package. He can't go because this kid, he will win defensive player of the years multiple times. Once he figures it out, and once he bulks up, man, Sim, this dude is gonna be. I don't even know because he has that much potential, and it's just exciting to get a guy that wants to be here, that wants to learn, that wants to get better. If you read his if you watch his interview last night, he when Embiid give him compliments, he said that just makes me want to work harder. That's what you want to hear. You don't want to be complacent. This kid wants to learn. This kid wants to be great. I'm excited, man, and we needed this win because he just needed to feel good. You needed to feel good. It didn't change. Listen, people that like to tank, listen, it didn't change the standings. We're still the worst team, but we won. We won, and it felt good, and it felt good to taste what victory felt like. And I love my girl.
All right. Let me get to this call, man. Let me get to a call. Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's poppin'?
Yo, Guillermo.
Yo, Black Time to the chat.
Hey, what's going on, Tony? What's popping with you, man?
I'm chilling, man. We got that monkey off our back.
Yeah, for sure, man. It feels good. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's painful, man, to lose. It's just debilitating to continuously lose. It's just debilitating. So it's nice to finally get that monkey off of our back.
Absolutely. I love the efficiency from Dennis Smith.
Mm-hmm.
7 for 10 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3. Like, I don't think if anybody really has given him his props on 10 shots all game. Like, from the guy that everybody was calling a chucker.
19 points, 7 assists, 7 for 10 in the field.
Yeah, that, I mean, if you're scoring like that, I mean, that's a good game right there. You know what I mean?
Right.
We would have prayed for a game like that from Tim Hardaway.
That's true.
I can't even imagine him Tim Hardaway only taking 10 shots.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
He goes 7 for 10. He gonna feel like he on fire.
Right.
And you know what I mean? End up probably missing 10 in a row. But yeah, props to him on that. I only got to watch like highlights. I didn't really see the whole game. So but you know, I looked at the box scores and all that. I think you're gonna see a vast improvement in the last 20 games or 25 games. You know, we've been fighting all year. We've been in close games all year, fighting back. We probably had maybe 5 blowouts, maybe 6. But you know, we've been right there. Like Fizdale been saying, it's a scrappy group. They actually, and I said this early in the season, and I think now it'll make more sense, but they actually kind of remind me of the Nets last year. The Nets, and you see the improvement from last year to this year with the Nets. But if you watch the Nets last year, you know, this is the kind of games they were in, fighting back, surprising teams, not giving up, not quitting. And I think it's a great move for the culture. You can see the culture shift in the Knicks, and it's going to be great moving forward.
All right. I'm hoping so, man.
Yeah,
I'm hoping so.
The way it goes.
I'm hoping so. Let me read off some of these box score stats and do a quick recap of the game. Tony, the Knicks.
Okay.
The Knicks won that first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, 28-13, and I was thinking, is it gonna be a rout? I mean, we played a really good defensive quarter, right? 28-13. Then we come right back around in the second quarter and we give up 38 points. It was 38-26 in that third quarter. We still had a lead at half. We had a 3-point lead at half, 51-54. The third quarter we maintained, and I could see it. Fizdale wanted to win this game. He wanted to win this game. We had to get this game. This was a game that we really needed to get for our morale. Because listen, I'm telling you right now, once we come back from the AllStar and we get in March, it's a tough schedule. We have a tough schedule to end of February and March and into March. It's a tough schedule. So yeah, this was one I'm pretty sure Fizdale wanted to get. All right. Quarter number 3, like I said, 28-22. We got the third quarter. Then we won the fourth quarter, 24-18 to win by 15, 106-91. Looking at just looking at a few matchup stats for the night. The Knicks' biggest lead was 17. The Hawks did not lead the game, so the Knicks beat the Hawks end to end. Right, wire-to-wire victory by the New York Knicks tonight. They won the rebounding battle, 52-41. We got good rebounding from Kevin Knox. We got good rebounding from Mitch Robinson, DeAndre Jordan, of course. We had 21 assists tonight, 9 steals, 9 blocks, only 14 turnovers. The Hawks only had 41 rebounds, 19 assists, 8 steals, 4 blocks, and 12 turnovers. Knicks shot 45% from the field, 38.7% from 3. We still only shot 69.2% from the free throw line. We were 18-26 from the free throw line. The Hawks shot a low 36.3%, a low 26.3% from the three-point line, and they were 78.9% from the stripe, making 15 of 19. Taking a look at the box scores, Kevin Knox got 22% from the field. Kevin Knox is definitely, he's hit the rookie wall. But this is what I'll say, at least for tonight. He found a way to do some other things, and that's rebounding. He had 10 rebounds tonight. And that's what he's got to do as a struggling rookie, a guy who's, hit that rookie wall, if that's what we want to say. He's got to find ways to do other things. You know what I mean? Get on the boards, get some offensive rebounds, get some steals. He didn't have any steals tonight, didn't have any blocks tonight. But he's got to find ways to do other things in the game, right? To keep himself motivated, to keep himself involved. I seen him get taken out one, and I could see. Listen, he's 19 years old. He's a kid, right? So he doesn't learn. He doesn't know how to fully control his emotions yet. But I can see when he's walking out. He walked out the game tonight, and you could see that he was, frustrated with himself for missing shots and whatever it is. He'll learn how to manage those feelings, and keep it together, without getting down on himself. That's one thing with young players that you've really got to fend off. Young players will get down on themselves really quick, right? They'll get down on themselves really, really quick. So that's one thing, Fizdale, you got to have a coaching staff that can deal with young guys. Listen, I said this a long time ago, and I still believe it. A team like the Knicks and other teams that have young players, they should be, they should employ some guidance counselors or something like that. You need to have some guys in there, not just veterans, but some people within the organization that know how to deal with high school and college kids, because there's a lot of kids out there. Some of the guys on our team can't even drink yet. You know what I mean? And look what they've got to deal with. I'm sure the NBA does a good job of preparing our rookies, but watching the slideshow, watching videos, having people talk to you, it's nothing like the experience. And when you're going through the experience, you really got to have some people there to talk to you about what's happening and what's going on. I think it would benefit any team tremendously to have guidance counselor type people, man.
That's an awesome idea, and you might want to write a letter just to get it in the air. I mean, it may be teams that already do that, but just thinking about I won't even say black men, but just men in general, dealing with mental health issues, and I mean, just as little as, I won't even say little, but just as like depression alone. You had a couple of NBA players come out and talk about how depression has affected their lives, and most people don't speak on it. I know people in my community probably brush it off completely, and don't even contemplate it or look at it as a negative.
And listen, historically, black people do not want to go to see mental health professionals. Those are the numbers, those are the stats. It's changing in some ways, in some places, but black people are afraid to be labeled, or already labeled in a lot of ways. We don't want to be labeled as crazy, but it's important, just like your physical health is important, and black people, African Americans in this country, have a problem with going to the doctor as well.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? These are things that it is important for our community, and the reason why, I'm sure you're bringing it up is because, there's a high percentage of African American men that play in the NBA. And these are things that are not as prevalent in the African American community. So there may need to be more resources available for these young men that may be, I don't want to say afraid, but may not feel like mental, going to see a counselor and those type of things. The physical health is going to be okay. The teams are going to take care of that. You know that, right? The team's going to make sure they're eating right, they're doing things right. The team's going to take care of that. But the mental health is just as important. The mental, emotional. A lot of these kids are coming from broken homes and, backgrounds that are less than desirable, right? And you don't know
and money don't fix everything.
And money don't fix that inside. It don't fix what's inside. You know what I'm saying? So, and you look at a guy and see, why is he soaking and things like that? Well, there could be some underlying issues. You never know. But I think it's a good idea with these guys are so young and they got to deal with so much. And like we said, they're coming from, different kind, a background, where they have broken homes and less desirable situations. They may need a little extra support. I mean, dealing with kids, man. Dealing with kids. And they don't know how to deal with this stuff yet.
Absolutely. Listen, before I hang up, and maybe you could talk about it. You don't got to talk about it now per se. Bring it up later. But one thing that I had a talk with a friend of mine, and he's real adamant of, if we get this first pick, trading it for AD and with whom else they want. And I'm starting to think that'll be a mistake. I'm starting to think, it's something about watching these kids develop and watching them, grow and get better, and then potentially becoming the guys that we want to bring in. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I wanted to get your take on that, and then maybe some of the guys in the chat.
Yeah. I mean,
like for example, AD is definitely going to be included. I mean, Mitch Robinson would definitely be included in any AD trade along with the draft pick.
Yeah,
and whomever.
It really is. It's tough because if I can understand where people are like, if AD is available, you gotta go get him. I can understand it, and a lot of people are gonna say, you're worried about sustainability and success 10 years from now. Let's get this done 3 years from now. A lot of people are gonna say that, but I'm afraid to trade sustainability for immediate success because I want that long-term success. You know what I mean? I want the San Antonio Spurs success. And if you're going to get AD, you are going to have to give up a lot. You're going to have to give up that first-round draft pick, probably Mitch Robinson, Kevin Knox. And you're going to have to give up a lot. And I'm up in the air, but I'm not sure I'm fully with trading all that for him, honestly.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not sure.
Me neither. I mean, Mitchell has AD potential. I saw. I mean, people could kill me if they want, but I mean, just the simple fact of him working out with AD, and picking up some of that. I mean, you could say he has more than AD potential because that's just one guy he's working out with, and he's so young. You know what I mean? Imagine putting him in a situation where he could work out with a Kevin Garnett over the summer, or you know what I mean, or whomever. You know what I mean? But his potential is limitless. He hasn't even started to develop any moves yet. No back to the basket, no fake up, no jump shot. So the potential is limitless. And I would like to see it develop.
See it grow. Yeah, I feel you on that. I would like to see it grow as well, man. I'd like to see it grow. Yeah.
But shout out to the chat. Your blackest time. Sam, keep doing your thing. I'm gonna holler at you,
bro. All right. Big shout out to Travis Fisher. Said today was a lonely day, so this W was great for him. Well, it's not lonely anymore, Travis, because you got your MBK family right here. Big shout out to Chester for the super chat. Said Mitch has a motor. Yep, we've been talking about it all night so far. We've been talking about Mitch Robinson. Has a great motor. He's doing a lot of good things, and he's making a lot of people feel really good. And he's making Scott Perry and these guys look like geniuses almost for getting him in the second round. Big shout out to Marty Knicks. Said shout out to Soul Goals and Ralph Unreal. Big shout out to those guys too. Let's get back to the box scores though. Luke Cornett tonight was 3 for 16 from the field, but he did have 11 points, 3 for 10 from the 3-point line, 3 rebounds. DeAndre Jordan had a DeAndre Jordan night. He played 28 minutes, 10 points, 13 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 3 blocks. Damian Dotson, he took a few wild ones, and I've seen that a couple of games where he's done some things that are a little bit questionable, but it's cool. Damian Dotson, 21 minutes at 13 points, shot 4 for 11 from the field, 1 for 7 from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block. This is Damian Dotson's time to shine a little bit, and prove that he can be a starting shooting guard in the league. Let's continue to watch the rest of the season and see what he's able to do. Dennis Smith Jr. had a good night, played 31 minutes. He had 19 points, 7 for 10 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line, 3 for 8 from the free throw line. He's got to get that free throw shot together. Hopefully over the summertime, the Knicks staff can work with him and get his shot together. The free throw line. He should be a better free throw shooter. 7 assists tonight for Dennis Smith Jr., 1 turnover, 1 steal. Kadeem Allen. We're going to talk about Kadeem Allen. I got a question I want to ask everybody. Kadeem Allen tonight, 14 points, 5 for 9 from the field, 1 for 1 from the 3-point line, 3 for 4 from the stripe, 2 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 turnovers. Kadeem Allen is trying to prove to the world that he is an NBA player. Now, let's put it in perspective, though. He is playing for an 11-win team, but he's showing that he is a player. I think he's proving that he's a player. And after these last 20 games or whatever we have, he will. What do we have left? We've played 58 games. We have 24 games left, something like that. These last 24 games, I think Kadeem Allen is going to, if the Knicks don't lock him up over free agency, somebody will. Alonzo Trier played 18 minutes. He had 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 turnover. And Alonzo Trier, he's struggling a little bit. He was 2 for 2 from the field today. So it's not too bad. Alonzo Trier's got to figure some things out. I'll say that. He's just got to figure out, how to deal with defenses adjusting to him, and I think he will. Mitchell Robinson, the guy we've been talking about all night, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks. John Jenkins, Optimus Prime Part 2. You guys remember Chris Copeland, Optimus Prime. Played 25 minutes. He had 14 points. He shot 46% from the field. 2 for 6 from the 3-point line. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Also had 2 turnovers. Noah Vonleh, his play has been dipping as of late. He only played 16 minutes. He had 4 points, 4 rebounds. Isaiah Hicks did not play, and Lance Thomas did not play tonight. Atlanta, Taurean Prince had 10 points. John Collins had 8 points, 1 rebound. Dwayne Dedman, 21 points and 2 rebounds. Kevin Huerter, he played 22 minutes, and he had 0 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Trae Young had 16 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds. Kent Bazemore had 16 points, 6 rebounds. Alex Len had 6 points, 6 rebounds. Amari Spellman, 6 points, 9 rebounds. DeAndre Bembry had 2 points, 1 rebound. Vince Carter, 42-year-old Vince Carter. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm watching Vince Carter run up and down the floor. Played 12 minutes tonight, watching Vince Carter run up and down the floor. He looks 42 out there on the floor. He looks like an old man. I hope that Vince Carter retires soon. I'd like to see him. I would like to see him play, but it's about that time for Vince to go, in my opinion. He's had a great career. And you know what? I guess he's going to play until, his feet just don't move out the bed anymore. You know what I mean? He's going to play until his body, as he's walking towards the locker room, his body makes him go left and right into the locker room. Guess he's just gonna play until he's done, until he just can't do it anymore. You know what? Big shout out to him though. Big shout out to him. You know, if you love it, keep doing it, and if you can do it on a level where you can participate and you can contribute, do it. Justin Anderson, 5 point, played 5 minutes, had 2 points. That's it for the Atlanta Hawks. That's all who played. That's the story of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Story of the game tonight. Very glad that the Knicks got a win. Very glad the Knicks got a win. Let's get to a phone call. Caller, you on live with nothing but Knicks. What's popping?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on with you, my man?
Oh, I'm chilling.
All right. So tell me what you feel. How you feel about the game? What you think?
No, I thought the game was. I figured that's exactly what we need. They needed to see a win. You know, like they've been playing hard. They need to see a win. Like you said, the schedule is going to be rough coming up. So, you know, they need to see wins whenever they can. I mean, Dennis Smith, I called and gave him a little bit of grief the other day.
Uh-huh.
That guy is efficient. I mean, he's not it almost seems like he gets 19 points and you're surprised he only got 19 points, you know? Like, it's like, you think he plays hard, you think he's in the game more than he is, and it's like, you just only took 10 shots. He's involved in everything. I think he's a good player. I think they need to slow him down. He jumps in the air too much when he goes into the hole and gets in trouble. But, no, I mean, overall, I think the Knicks are just there's a lot of guys who are playing for their jobs on this team. I don't think the team's going to look the same next year.
Oh, it's definitely not going to look the same. The team is going to look much different next year. Much different. It's definitely not going to look the same. The team will look much different next year. Much different.
Yeah, I mean, but we got to keep Mitch Robinson. I think he's the guy. I think he's the steal of the draft last year. I mean, in potential. I mean, I like Kevin Knox. Trier was a great pickup. I hope we keep one of them this summer. But I honestly, with the whole roster, I think the one untouchable guy on the whole roster is Mitchell Robinson. I just don't. His upside is so high, and like we were talking a couple weeks ago, a couple games ago about DeAndre Jordan. I think he might be a little bit better than my DeAndre Jordan at the end of his career. I mean, he's only playing 17 minutes, and he's in the top 4. No, I think it was top 6 in block shots. Everybody else is playing at least 10, 12 minutes more than he is. So, I don't know. I want to let the rest of the chat chime in, and have a good night, guys.
All right, man. Appreciate the call. Definitely appreciate the call. With Mitchell Robinson, let's let him. Obviously, DeAndre Jordan is the prototype, but I think we need to let Mitchell Robinson. Let's let him grow before we say he's going to be better than this guy or that guy. Let's see what happens. Right now, listen, he's doing a lot, and it's amazing what he can do with being an uncoordinated young guy, because he is. He's kind of uncoordinated. He's a little bit uncoordinated, especially to be an NBA player. But it's his ability to do what he can do with being. He is as raw as they come. He can do those things out there. D Grant asked me a question in the chat. He asked me, who do I think is going to be here at the end of the year? That's a good question. There's a couple of guys is going to be here. Dennis Smith Jr. is going to be here. Frank's going to be here. Kevin Knox is going to be here. Alonzo Trier is probably going to be here. Damian Dotson is going to be here. These guys are under contract. Now, they could be moved. I'm not saying that they can't be moved. Alonzo Trier actually, I think, they had the right to extend him or whatever it is. Lance Thomas, we'll see. I think Lance Thomas has a $1 million. He's not, what is it? He's only guaranteed for like $1 million next year. I don't know what it is. Lance Thomas might not be here next year. Those guys right there that I just rattled off will definitely be here next year, right? Because they have contracts with the Knicks, so they'll definitely be here. The roster is going to be reconstructed, and even some of those guys may not be here next year. This is going to be a big summer for the Knicks. 2019 is going to be a lot of roster reconstruction, and we'll have a brand new team coming into 2019, 2020. 2019, 2020. I have a question, though, that I want to ask. And I'm talking to the video chat. I'm talking to the YouTube chat. It's about Kadeem Allen and Dennis Smith Jr. It's what I want to find out from you guys. And by the way, if you have not done it already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit me with a thumbs up. Ring that notification bell. Get a notification anytime that I go live. Right? Subscribe to the channel. Don't miss out on anything New York Knicks related. And, good conversation, good talk from everyone in the YouTube chat and the video chat. We have a good time here. We have fun. We enjoy it. Right? You're not going to get this kind of camaraderie anyplace else. I can guarantee it. So here's my question. If you were starting a playoff team today, right now, your team is going to be a playoff team, and you could choose between Kadeem Allen and Dennis Smith Jr., who would you choose? And I think this is a valid question. You're starting a playoff team. I don't know who's going to be on that playoff team, but you can only choose between those two guards. Those 2 point guards, Kadeem Allen, Dennis Smith Jr., the only two guys you can choose from. Who do you choose? That's what I want to ask you guys. I want to find out. Guermo, I'm going to come to you. I want to find out. Who do you choose? Right? Starting a playoff team. These two guards are the only two guards you can choose from. Who do you pick? Guermo?
I would choose Dennis Smith Jr. Highest ceiling. We were just talking about this. Kadeem Allen's a veteran. He knows how to play the game, but Dennis Smith Jr. has a high ceiling, and I think a good and a bad thing about him is that he plays off emotion. So if we had a team that had players who can kind of uplift him and keep his head on straight, I think he'd play at a higher level than Kadeem Allen. Kadeem Allen's flashing, but again, he's flashing when we have so many losses, and it's against the Hawks. So, but Dennis Smith Jr.'s ceiling is a lot higher. I think the kid's trying, man, and he has a bravado, man, getting in faces of Simmons and the other dude the other day. I remember, that's a guy you want representing New York. He's fearless, and you need that on this team, man.
Okay, all right. I see. I'm looking in the YouTube chat. Some people say Dennis Smith Jr. Some people are saying Kadeem Allen. Let me see. King E161 says Dennis Smith Jr. Knox Tape says Kadeem Allen. Cesar Ruiz says Allen. Mike Morgan says Allen. Troy Flett, Dennis Smith Jr. Ralph Unreal says Dennis Smith Jr. is here to stay. Marty Nix says Allen. DJ Space Ghost says Kadeem, more composed player. T. Williams says DSJ. It's me says Allen. It's kind of mixed right now. Kind of mixed. It would be, I get what you're saying. I don't know who I would pick. I think it's a good question. I don't know who I would pick, really, if I'm starting a playoff team and I'm really trying to contend. I'm just asking myself, who would be more poised? Who would be able to play better defense? But then, of course, if you want to look for the future, who's going to have the more upside? That's a tough one. Is it possible that those two guys going into next year, that's our starting point guard and our backup point guard?
Are you still singing to me, Sim?
Yeah, still talking to you.
Oh, you can hear me? Our starting point guard, as long as we don't draft Ja Morant, if we bring a Kyrie hoping that he's healthy, yeah, man, I like both those guys. Dennis Smith Jr., I'm trying to think if you could play him at the 2. He's too small, probably, but again, Dennis Smith Jr. is a guy that you could probably you build him up. If you have your point guard in the future, you trade him off and keep Kadeem as a backup point guard. But Dennis Smith Jr. definitely has, he has value. If we go into next year with our point guard set, and those two guys are bench players, I don't mind them because I mean they both are just Kadeem has steady the ship, and Desmond just his ceiling is still up there, man. We don't know what he could be. So
yeah, that's true. All right, let me get around, find out what some other people think. Mark, hopefully you got your internet fixed. Mark, who do you take? You heard the question, right? Who do you take?
I'm taking Kadeem.
You say you're taking.
I'm taking Kadeem.
Why is that?
Because when you watch him, even tonight, when I've been watching for the last few games, he makes quicker decisions with the ball. He knows what he's doing. He's not forcing anything, and the team has better ball movement with him on the floor. And with Dennis Smith, he, as a point guard, he makes he has bad timing. I don't know if y'all see it. He's not a point guard that's making like assists to make other players better. All this is coming off of alley-oop dunks. He's not making those passes to the shoes or anything like that. He's not that big on assists. He's more of a two guard to me when I watch him. He was like that in college. He was like that in Dallas. He's just a two guard that's masquerading in a point guard's body. That's just me. I know people might dislike, but hey, that's how I feel about him.
Okay. Right.
I just think Kadeem is more steady. He knows what he's doing. When I'm watching him tonight, he's just getting to the basket. Like, he's just getting to the basket and making things happen at a quick decision. As a point guard, you want to have point guard that make quick decision, and you don't have to worry about him not making a dumb, stupid play. He hasn't made no dumb plays from time to time like Dennis Smith Jr. Like, he forces a lot of stuff that he don't have to. So he's overplaying. Bro, chill out. You don't have to do that.
All right. So
he can't make free throws.
Yeah, I mean that's true. He can't make free throws. Hopefully he has time. He has time to work on it. Hopefully, he has time.
He could play for me. He could play for me, but he can't be my starting point guard. That's just me. That's just me, honestly.
All right.
That's just me. I don't think he's a starting point guard in this league, and there's reasons why Carlisle got rid of him, because he's just a two guard. That's what he is. He just scores. That's it. That's what he's good at. But the playmaking ability, it ain't there. It's not part of his game. All this has come from DeAndre Jordan dunks and close to the basket plays.
So what do you think his future is with the Knicks?
I think, well, it all depends on the free agency. If Kyrie comes, he's going to go to the bench. I'll keep him as a quality. He's still a quality player at 21 years old. I'm not dashing him away, but I don't think he's a starting point guard to me in the league to compete with other guards in the league, because I think he's a two guard.
Okay. All right.
He just reminds me of Steve Francis. That's what he reminds me of. Steve Francis, and that's okay.
Well, yeah, he does remind you a lot of Steve Francis. I think he's a little more athletic than Steve Francis was. Although Steve Francis was very athletic, I think he's a little bit more athletic than Steve Francis. But okay, all right. I mean, all valid points.
I just think he need to make quicker. His timing as a point guard is not good. His timing is not good, and his awareness for the court, it ain't there yet. I'm not saying it ain't never gonna be there. It just ain't there yet. So he has to keep showing me. But with Kadeem Allen, he's steady. He plays defense. He knows where to be on the floor. He knows where to go on the floor. It just looks good when he's on the floor with these young guys that needs the ball. That's God to give the ball.
Okay. All right.
That's all.
Let me see. I'm gonna get around to Kareem. What do you think, man? Who would you take, Kareem? Who would you take between the two, if you're starting a playoff team today, Kadeem Allen or Dennis Smith Jr.?
Playoff team, if I had to only pick one, that's a tough question. But man, listen, I'm rocking with the young boy. I'm rocking with the young boy. His upside is undeniable. I'm saying, I don't know, man. I listen to, everybody got an opinion. And I got to sit back here and I got to respect that fact that everybody has an opinion. So that's what I struggle with, because some of these opinions just all these little small sample sizes and people looking at. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes I just get so annoyed some of these people's takes on things. The guy's 21 years old, 1 year in college, played averaging 24 minutes a game in Dallas, comes to New York, brand new team, new offense, new spacing, and your boy Mark is really talking about all this stuff that Dennis Smith Jr. can't do. Just for all the naysayers out there, he's a work in progress. You know what I mean? He's a young point guard. All young point guards in the NBA have a learning curve. So with that being said, Dennis Smith Jr. had 9 assists today and 1 turnover. And I'm not sure how many steals, but I'm saying we're talking about progress here. We're not even talking about a point guard with the athleticism that he has, someone that's been highly touted and he's ours now. Like, these people want to just, say, oh, he can't hit free throws. He cannot hit free throws. When was the last time you seen somebody 21 years old and someone say that someone 20-year-old cannot do something? Like, they's guys are young and they're learning. So with that being said, I would take Dennis Smith Jr. just for the simple fact that his upside is just through the roof. But Kadeem Allen, he's 26 years old. The boy is hungry. He's taking advantage. I give him all the props. I love his game. I love his demeanor. I love everything about Kadeem Allen. But he's 26 years old. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, as far as comparison, him and Dennis Smith Jr., there really is no comparison because, that's 5 years apart. And at the same time, Kadeem Allen is fighting for his life in the NBA while Dennis Smith Jr. is trying to live up to his potential. So they're on opposite ends of the spectrum right now. All things being even, Kadeem Allen is playing the best that I've seen probably a Knicks point guard play this year in consecutive games. And so I'm not taking nothing away from Kadeem Allen. Yeah. Listen, as far as Dennis Smith Jr. is here, he's our guy until he gets traded. That's great upside. The boy has a snarl with him. He brings a toughness. Even his teammates is recognizing it. So, you definitely can't count this guy out. And for the fact that he's in a situation that he actually loves New York, I think we're going to see some great things from him. So it's way too early to even pass judgment on him. Just take what he's doing right now with a grain of salt and just say, hey, you know what? He has a lot more to show us.
Yeah, so well, he played great tonight. And defensively, I say that, defensively, I think he shocked a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people thought he was just going to be putrid defensively, and he's not. He plays
not putrid
defense.
At all.
Plays decent
not
defense.
Oh, you know what I want to say about Mitch Robinson? Yo, listen, Mitch Robinson is such a savage, yo. This guy, I don't know if you was watching, but at the end of the third quarter, at the end of the third quarter, people take like long half-court shots, at the end of the buzzer. Man, Mitch Robinson even blocked that shot tonight, man.
Yeah, I seen that, and I
love it.
I seen it, and Clyde was mad. Clyde was mad about it. He was like, why is he, but he's a young dude. That's why, he was mad about it. Why is he even trying to block that shot?
He blocks everything, man. That's what he do, man.
And he turned to the ref to let the ref know, hey, that's a blocked shot, right? You want to make sure you get that stat. Yeah.
I love it.
All right, Ant, I'm coming to you, man.
Yo, how my volume sounding? Sound good?
It's good. Sounds good.
All right, perfect. So, like, if I was starting a playoff team right now, I may start Kadeem Allen only because I kind of know what I'm getting with him. He's very efficient. He's solid. Doesn't make too many mistakes. Solid defensively. So, these questions always kind of hinge on who else is in the starting five. Like, what's the makeup around these guys? But I would probably start Kadeem with Dennis Smith off the bench if I was starting a playoff team. But we're not a playoff team. We're a developmental team right now. We're trying to develop these guys. So I think it's perfect how they have it right now. Yeah. With Dennis Smith Jr. starting. I like what I'm seeing from Dennis Smith Jr. I didn't think he could pass as well as he's passed. He makes some boneheaded plays sometimes where he kind of gets himself caught or he drives too deep. But I mean, for the most part, everything he's doing is encouraging so far. I think if he can develop somewhat of a reliable jump shot, I think the kid can be scary. I don't see why he can't be a Damian Lillard type player if he can develop a jump shot. He gets to the paint whenever he wants. He's strong. He's quick. He's fast. He's confident. He's everything you want in a point guard. Now he just has to develop those small intangibles that Kadeem Allen has kind of developed already. He's 26 years old, been in the D League for a while. You know, he stops short for the short pull up. He takes good shots. He keeps his dribble. You know, stuff like that. I think that's the next step for Dennis Smith Jr. But I must say, when he was on the Mavericks, man, I was Team Frank. Man, I was dissing Dennis Smith Jr. But I'm still Team Frank. But now that he's on my squad, I kind of see him a little differently.
Okay.
I gotta say, maybe I was hating a little bit that he was on the Mavs. I don't know, man. But I like the kid now, man. I believe in him. I want to see what he can do. Depending on next year, he may be a backup. He may be a starter. We don't know. But, you know, I think we got a good one. I think we should hold on to him. Him and Mitch, to me, are just are at the same place as Knox to me, and guys that, you know, I'm excited about. Mitch may be above both of them dudes, man. Mitch is just, he can be great. So, you know, I'm excited, man. Okay. This is the first time in a long time that we got two-way potential young players. I mean, not just offensive players, but two-way guys. And hopefully Frank can come back and, you know, jump right in with these guys. And, you know, I think Dennis Jr. can rub off on Frank a little bit.
All right.
Because Moody was never really that dog type, you know, super confident. Dennis Smith Jr. is that. So, you know, I think Dennis Smith Jr. and Frank need to hang out this summer.
Okay.
You know, and Frank some of that nasty.
You know, they're already friends. You know. It was the fans. It was always the fans putting the two against each other, but they've been friends since the draft. And somebody tell Kareem that he needs some more ketchup.
A bottle of ketchup.
Tell me he needs some more ketchup because the ketchup was empty. You know what I mean?
That's the struggle bottle.
The ketchup was empty. Tell him to put some water in it, shake it up a little bit. He get a little bit of extra out of that. All right, Isaiah, I'm gonna come to you, man. Which one? Make it quick. Give me quick.
It was going. What are we talking about?
Kadeem Allen, Dennis Smith Jr. If you were starting a playoff team, which one? Kadeem Allen and Dennis Smith.
Kadeem Allen.
You take Kadeem Allen. Why?
I'll go with defensive point guard. That is a pure point guard that gets people in position, that passes the ball, that defends, that sets up the team. I'm just more of Smith has so much more potential than Kadeem Allen, and he's more talented. But Kadeem Allen right now is probably more of a harder worker than Dennis Smith Jr. And I think hard work always beats out talent any day of the week. So I'll probably start with Kadeem Allen first.
Okay. All right. And C-Dog, same thing, C-Dog. What would you do?
I would take Dennis Smith.
You go with Dennis Smith Jr.? All right. And it seems like, you know, right now a lot of Knicks fans it's kind of split 50-50 right now on who they would take if it would be Dennis Smith Jr. or Kadeem Allen.
It's 48 minutes in the game. Mm-hmm. Dennis Smith can get 27. Allen can get 21. Everybody will be happy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Do you see those two as our starting point guard and backup point guard next year, or no? Depends on free agency, though.
Unless we get Kyrie.
Yeah. You know, I'm getting nervous about Kyrie, man. I'm getting nervous about him.
You nervous about him?
Just about the injury bug, man. I'm getting nervous about the injury bug. You know, I'm afraid to have to pay that man $40 million, between $30 and $40 million a year, and he ends up being injured. You know what I mean? It scares me.
You know, question you got to ask yourself: is not for Kadeem championship point guard to be playing with Kyrie and whoever else you do?
Well, yeah.
Not Kyrie. Yeah.
I know. That's the thing. We'll see what happens. You know, we'll see what happens from there. This is the last game. The Knicks' last game before the AllStar break. AllStar weekend is this weekend, and then the Knicks are off for a little while. With Dennis Smith Jr. coming to the New York Knicks, you know, we have somebody participating in AllStar weekend, and now we got two guys participating. You got Kevin Knox is in the Rising Stars, right? You got Dennis Smith Jr. is going to be in the slam dunk contest. You know, and so I'm excited to see these guys go out there and perform and represent the New York Knicks, man. Definitely excited for that. Let's just take a quick look at the Rising Stars game. And just to remind everyone, if you do not remember who's in the Rising Stars game, we're going to take a quick look at it. And in Rising Stars game, we have for the USA team, you got Jared Allen, Marvin Bagley III, and now instead of Lonzo Ball, you have Kevin Knox. You got John Collins, De'Aaron Fox, Jaren Jackson Jr., Kyle Kuzma, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, and Trae Young. For the world team, you got Anunoby, DeAndre Ayton, Bogdanovich, Luka, Shai Alexander. And some of these guys, listen, I know I'm not pronouncing all these guys' names right. Kuroc, you got Lauri Markkanen, Okogie, Osman, Ben Simmons. I would have loved to see, and I think Nate brought it up the other day, I would have loved to see Mitchell Robinson in this game. I think Mitchell Robinson would have oop after oop after oop after oop. He'd be really, really fun to watch out here with these guys running up and down the floor. There's no defense being played. No defense being played at all. So he would have got his. Because guys like De'Aaron Fox and Donovan Mitchell would have found him for oop after oop. Trae Young would have found him for oop after oop. But it wasn't to be. So, that is what it is. He's not going to be in. He's not going to be in the Rising Stars game, But we do get a chance to see Kevin Knox, and I hope Kevin Knox has a good game. Maybe he'll catch another one of those dunks on Ben Simmons. Maybe he'll spread that message to, let Ben Simmons know. I'll do it again. Ben Simmons is going to want to get him back, though. Probably. I'm cool with it. So, yeah. Rising Stars game, once again. Jared Allen, Marvin Bagley III, Kevin Knox in for Lonzo Ball on the USA team. John Collins, De'Aaron Fox, Jaren Jackson Jr., Kyle Kuzma, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Trae Young for the USA team. And I'm going to butcher these names, but Anunoby for the world team. DeAndre Ayton, Bogdanovich, Luka, Shai Alexander, Kuroc, Lauri Markkanen, Okogie, Osman, Ben Simmons for the world team. I want to know what you guys think, man. How do you think Kevin Knox is going to perform? Who do you think is going to win MVP of the Rising Stars game? Is it going to be Luka? Think Luka's going to win it? See what you guys think. Bring you guys back in the building. Get you guys' take on the world game, on the Rising Stars game. Let me see. I'm going to come back to you, Isaiah. What's your take, man? You excited to see Kevin Knox play in the Rising Stars game?
Yo, Guillermo.
Hey, Isaiah.
Hey, what's going on, son?
Yeah, what's up, man? You excited to see Kevin Knox play in the Rising Stars game?
I am. I would definitely love to see Mitchell Robinson. I wish they would have got Mitchell and Kevin Knox. I'm excited for the young man, and I want to see him. I want to see him do very well, and I want to see him get it, play hard, get a lot of shots up and score efficiently and show everybody, that the future is bright for us and that, he's one of the next guys that's going to be coming up next. And, he'll be great, man. I hope he could get at least 20, 21 points, maybe 25, hopefully. And I hope he can grab the MVP.
Okay, I mean, I hope he grabs MVP too, but I'm not sure. Okay, we know we want Kevin Knox to get MVP, but who do you think is going to get MVP?
Me personally, maybe I can see De'Aaron Fox or De'Aaron Fox or Ben Simmons, probably.
All right. Why is it that they only have 10 players on each team?
That is to me the most. To me, the All-Star and the Rising Star Challenge is stupid in the sense of that only 12 players get in. Why? I don't understand. This is the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Why not do 15-man rosters for the All-Star game, and why not do 15-man rosters for the Rising Star Challenge? I don't get that. That's like, to me, basically. And then it's like, some people, and then you got the common fans that be like, oh, he's not part of the Rising Star Challenge. That must mean he's not playing well. It's not, and that's the narrative that I don't like that they're pushing with the only 10 players. That I don't get that. That's really confusing. Let these kids play. They're not going to make the All-Star game. They're most likely not going to do the skills champion. They're most likely not going to do the skills stuff. Maybe the dunk contest, maybe the 3-point. But it's like, come on, man. These 10 players. Come on now. I don't get that. Do 15. Let's see all these young kids, man. To me, Mitchell Robinson should have got it. Who else? Maybe Marvin Bagley, a couple other players too, man. It's like, come on. I didn't like that. I don't like that. There's only 10 players. They need to fix that. Let these kids play, man. That's just stupid.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. See what happens. It should be fun, though. It should be fun. All-Star Weekend, ladies and gentlemen. All-Star Weekend is here. I just want to see Kevin Knox perform well. Guillermo, what do you think, man? Kevin Knox, will he perform well in the Rising Stars game? Will he prove to everyone that he belongs to be there?
In the Rising Stars game, I mean, I hope so. I would love him to. It's just he needs that motor, man. Like, I don't know. He has to have a motor, and I think this is a game where obviously guys are going to go more ISO and showcase his skills and the bravado and that stuff. Look, if he does what they said that he did when he was trying out for the Knicks, when he said to go up against guys, maybe. But Kevin Knox, his motor's just not up there. So I think you have to give him a few years for him to really show it. And obviously he's not going to be in the Rising Stars a few years from now, obviously. But I don't know. It'll just be fun to watch. But it'll be nice if he tries to yam it on a few people. But I don't have much hope, just because he's more subdued. He doesn't have that Westbrook kind of I'm trying to show you up type of mentality. But
we'll see. Maybe playing with people more his age, maybe maybe it'll bring it out of him. Who do you got?
He's playing with people more his age now.
Yeah. I mean, but, I'm talking about a whole game. There's less.
I know. Rookies and sophomores.
All rookies, second year players, no veterans on the floor. Right. No defense being played.
No defense. Oh well, you know what, Sim? He might show out. I can see Kevin Knox at least taking 4 contested threes, because he does hit contested threes, and I can see him at least trying to yam it once. But other than that, he's not gonna try to cross nobody up because he can't really. He better not do that floater. I mean, look, it's effective sometimes in the game, but it's boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
do something like
Kevin Knox. He floats that ball from anywhere.
Yeah, but it's not fun.
Yeah,
I mean, it's effective. It scores points, but come on, this is the show out. Because Luka Doncic. You know what, Sim? I'm actually scared that Luka Doncic might try to show up Kevin Knox on the word of KP, on some like they might really try to come and bust the Knicks' butt, man. It might be fun to watch actually. Luka Doncic trying to bust the Knicks up, man. So I don't know, or Knox.
Yeah, we'll see what's up. Who you got winning MVP?
It's going to be Doncic.
Doncic
is going to do enough. He's going to cross somebody up. It's going to be one of these slow man crosses up because he doesn't have the greatest athleticism. He's going to put on a show, man. But, yeah. Oh, wait, hold up. It's sophomores and rookies, right?
Well, I mean, there's a mixture of sophomores and rookies, but, it's split up between USA and World.
Right. Is De'Aaron Fox playing?
Yes.
Do we know?
Yep. Well, I think he's playing. I mean,
if he's playing, I'll give it to De'Aaron Fox. That boy is. I think he wants to be the next. He's like he's trying to be baby Westbrook now, man. Like that boy is putting on a show, and the Kings are, I think, still in contention, right? So I think it might be. I take that back. It might if De'Aaron Fox is playing, I think it might be De'Aaron Fox.
Okay. All right. Mark, what's your take, man?
Yeah.
What's your take?
Knox don't have the motor to even showcase his talent and stuff like that. So he's not gonna take it upon himself to show out. So let's erase him from that. And Doncic is gonna, just because he feels like he's better than everybody. He plays like he's better than everybody. He's too good. So listen, don't bring up Knox into stuff. It just makes sense, because Jesus, he is talented, but he's just not me. I can't grab onto him the way I want to.
Okay, all right.
And it bothers me.
All right. We also got the slam dunk contest, right? Dennis Smith Jr. is in the slam dunk contest. Along with, you got Miles Bridges is in the slam dunk contest. Who else is in the slam dunk contest?
I think that Bridges kicker might win it.
You think Bridges might win it? Bridges is a powerful dunker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a powerful dunker. The one thing I think with Dennis Smith Jr. is, the way that he can rise, with him being 6, with him being 6'3", the way that he can rise.
He G'd us. He went sideways. Get out of here. That don't count.
We'll see. We'll see what's up with how Dennis Smith Jr. can do. Who do you got winning it though, Mark? Who do you got winning?
Oh, let me tell you something. I just opened up a new Facebook right today, and I went to see all my old friends. It is so many. Facebook is for the washed people. Like, if you want to see people, not say washed, but you'll be like, damn, I'm getting old, because everybody got like 10 kids.
Man, what are you talking about? I'm asking you about the slam dunk contest, and you talk about Facebook.
You would think in high school, be like, that girl was cute in high school. No, she wasn't.
Mark.
No, she wasn't.
What are you talking about?
It's just like our perspective, our eyes at times deceive us at younger ages.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no clue what Mark is talking about. I'm asking Mark about the slam dunk contest, and he just goes off and talks about old people on Facebook. Slam dunk contest, Saturday night, February 16th. Dennis Smith Jr., Miles Bridges, Amadou Diallo, John Collins. It's in the slam dunk contest. And Lord, help me. How do I deal with Mark? That's all I'm asking. I don't know where he came from with all that, but Mark is going to be Mark, ladies and gentlemen. We all know that. Mark is going to be Mark. I'm going to come back around and talk to these guys in the chat, man. And, maybe Mark can get back on board with us. And I'm coming to you, man. Who do you think wins the slam dunk contest?
I'm going with Dennis Smith. I'm riding the train, man. I'm riding the gravy train. But, I mean, I'm going to be rooting for Dennis Smith, but I knew Hamid Diallo. He went to school in Connecticut. I met him a few times. So he's a good kid. So I'll be rooting for him too. So hopefully I see, Hamid and Dennis Smith in the finals. But Dennis Smith, man, I'm rooting for the kid, man. Gotta put the Knicks on, man. We had a rough year. We deserve a trophy from somebody. And I think he can win it, man.
Yeah. I love to see. It's been that would be nice. It would definitely be nice, man. Our last slam dunk contest was little guy Nate Robinson. It'd be nice to get ahead and have something this season. You know what I'm saying? Have something this season. I mean, honestly, looking at who's up there, I don't know what, John Collins. I don't know.
No, he's dangerous, man.
Miles Bridges is a powerful dunker. Amadou Diallo can dunk. And, of course, Dennis Smith Jr. See, Dennis Smith Jr., to me, he's the right height.
Yep.
To just make things.
He's a little man.
Right, exactly. Compared to these guys, right? He's 6'3", and he can jump, obviously he can jump out the gym, and he can rise and he can dunk with power. Then of course he said, he might have a few things up his sleeves.
You know what I want him to do, Sam?
I really do think J. Cole is probably going to come out with him for one of his dunks.
No, I want him to get a 7'3" Kristaps Porzingis poster and jump over it. That's what I want to see.
Hey, that would be great. That would be great. Really, that would be. Yeah, that would definitely be nice. I would love that.
Oh, that'd be good stuff, boy.
Yeah, that'd be real good stuff right there. Real good stuff. We also have, obviously, the AllStar game. Right? We had the AllStar game. Your take on the AllStar game? You excited about the AllStar game at all?
Somewhat, man. My only thing is I feel like it's gonna be like a LeBron recruiting party, and I hate that, man. It's just sickening to me, man. And so, I mean, I guess, but I haven't really been excited about it in a while. There's no Knicks in it. I'll watch probably the second half, maybe the first quarter and the second half. But I'm not super excited about it.
Okay. Well, one of the reasons that they moved the the trade deadline up is so that so much recruiting and things weren't going on during the AllStar game, right? Because the AllStar game became one big giant recruiting session.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's one of the reasons that they changed it. You know what I mean? So there's still, I guess, it's still going to be recruiting going on, obviously. Right? Still going to be recruiting going on, but we'll see. Isaiah, I'm gonna come to you, man. Your take on the AllStar game?
Hopefully it's a fun weekend, man. To me, last year the AllStar game was actually competitive. They were playing for charity, so that was really good. And hopefully, they play hard because right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, and Team LeBron just looks stacked, and it's like I don't know what Giannis was. I don't know. I know Giannis cannot be a good GM in this league because he was drafted horrible. I'm just with Team LeBron, thank God nobody got injured this year. From his last year was just completely crazy with the curse, but I think Team LeBron's gonna win. I hope Dennis Smith. I'm with Ant because the kid's from UConn, so I'm kind of torn between rooting for a UConn player and the Knicks player. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna go with the Knicks player. So hopefully Dennis Smith Jr. wins. I would actually like to see. I don't think Steph Curry ever won a 3-point contest yet. I'm not. Don't quote me if he did, but it would be pretty cool to see the Curry brothers in the finals. Then hope Knox get MVP and Dennis Smith Jr. wins the dunk contest. Hey, I'm predicting a Knicks point guard will win the dunk contest. The last time we did it, it was a Knicks point guard. So this time it's gonna be another Knicks point guard.
All right.
And then I think
let's hope. I'm hoping.
Yeah. I think Steph Curry's gonna win the 3-point contest. And I think I'm gonna go with Anthony Davis for MVP.
All right. Kareem, I'm coming to you, man. You take on slam dunk contest, AllStar game, all of that. What do you think?
Man, of course I'm gonna rock with my boy. You know what I'm saying? You never know. He might bring out some Nate Robinson. You know what I'm saying? He might get it lit for the New York faithful. I'm hoping that Dennis Smith Jr. show out. But I don't know, that kid Hamidou, man, Yallo, man. That boy, he got the Andrew Wiggins hops. And I seen on YouTube that it was a contest between him and Zion Williamson. They had a dunk contest a couple years ago. I'm gonna check it out. So I'm not really sure exactly what he got in store for us. But Hamidou, I believe he's from Harlem. So that's another New York product right there. So hopefully one of the two of them. If Dennis Smith Jr. don't win, then I want Diallo to win. As far as the All-Star game is concerned, who cares? I don't care. But I mean, I like the fact that last year was way more competitive because now there's guys like, LeBron is like, this is my team, and Antetokounmpo was like, this is my team. So it's a little more bragging, right? So hopefully it at least be competitive like it was last year. That's the only thing I care about. I don't want to see 170 points, 180 points. Hopefully the score will be like around 130, 140, and I mean, I really don't care who wins, to be honest.
Yeah. Starters, the Team LeBron starters, you got Kevin Durant. Obviously, you got LeBron James, but you got Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard. Reserves for LeBron's team is LaMarcus Aldridge, Bradley Beal, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Ben Simmons, Klay Thompson, Karl Anthony Towns, and Dwayne Wade. And, Dwayne Wade got the him and Dirk Nowitzki, they're getting that, special, the special old-timers all-star appearance.
Right.
Giannis's team, you got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, Paul George, Kemba Walker. Reserves, you got Blake Griffin, Nikola Jokic, Kyle Lowry, Chris Middleton, Dirk Nowitzki, Victor Oladipo, D'Angelo Russell, Nikolai Vucevic, and Russell Westbrook. The coach for Giannis's team is Mike Budenholzer, and for LeBron's team is Michael Malone from Denver. And
see what you still got me on?
Yep, still got you on there.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know. I think LeBron probably a little bit more focused on winning with the team that he picked. I know when I was watching the draft, Antetokounmpo, he picked his boy Middleton. He could have picked somebody else, but that's his boy. He picked Lowry because he promised Lowry that he would make sure that he wasn't the last pick. So I think Antetokounmpo is having more fun picking his team, and LeBron is like LeBron always is, always trying to win. So
exactly,
I would expect LeBron's team to win because he kind of constructed his team more like, I want to win. And Antetokounmpo was just having fun with it. So
Yep. Let me see. Mark, I don't know if Mark is paying attention or not. He's not paying attention. Mark, you there?
Man, I'm here. Yeah, bro, I didn't know you had me muted the last time because we was in the chat talking about Facebook. My bad.
I don't even know. I mean, you started off talking about Dennis Smith Jr. and Duncan, then all of a sudden you went into Facebook and how Facebook is for old people and all this. I was like, where's Mark? What's Mark doing? What are you talking about?
No, because after I was done with the Knox spiel, I thought it was over for my turn, and then you went on to the dunk contest. I didn't know. Right. I was muted at the time. But I'm gonna enjoy this All-Star game. I kind of want Team Giannis to win because they got a particular team that most people don't think they would win. So I probably want to see them win more than the other team because the other team is stacked right now.
Yeah. They got them stacked.
The other team is stacked.
You see what happens? Sometimes chemistry, if there's any chemistry, sometimes chemistry outdoes talent. It happens. We'll see. You never know. It should be.
I just want to see them get out there and play though. Just entertain. Like, don't go like open dunks. Just a little bit of resistance. I'm not saying go all out until the fourth quarter, last 5 minutes, but throughout the game, show a little resistance. Like, just don't come in the lane and just lay up on me every time. I don't want to see that. I would turn off my TV real quick. Other than that, I'm gonna enjoy it though. I want to see the skill contest. I want to see the dunk contest. I'll give Dennis Smith a chance because he got a little pop in him. He's electrifying when he dunk.
Yeah,
he gets up. He gets up. But I think that Diablo kid, he's sneaky. He has sneaky athleticism. Sneaky. So be on the lookout for him. And the Miles kid, he's powerful. He's a powerful dunker. He's a powerful dunker. And that Collins kid, man, he's when he put it down. So it's gonna be. I hope it's a good dunk contest and not cringy where you look away from your TV because the last few dunk contests, besides last year, it's like you watch it but you're cringing at the same time. And boy, oh boy, is it hard to watch sometimes.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully, man. The slam dunk contest is always supposed to be one of the highlights, right? And it hasn't always been one of the highlights. You know what I mean? So hopefully it'll be one of the highlights. And
these dudes take it for granted. These dudes take these things for granted. That's when you watch the last few years in also, they take it for granted. They take these things for granted. That's what it seems like to me. Because when you're in the NBA and you have your career could be shortened in 7 years, you should take full advantage and utilize everything before your turn is done in the NBA. And most of these guys don't do it. And that's the most stressful thing to watch when these guys come and play basketball. Y'all the best in the world, but some of y'all don't work as hard as y'all should.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%, man.
Getting paid millions of dollars. It's not like y'all getting paid nothing. Y'all getting paid millions of generational money, and y'all don't put the effort into what is given to y'all by us fans because we are paying your bills. This is what's going down. So you have to get back you have to entertain us. Because if we wasn't here, then y'all wouldn't have this type of money and lavish life to live. So work hard at what you do. We ain't asking you for 8 hours of work. It's 2 hours event. Like Jesus Christ. You have people out here working 8 hours in the cold, and we paying y'all millions of dollars just to entertain. Pathetic.
I'm with you. Skills contest.
Who's in it?
You got Jason Tatum, Trae Young, Luka Doncic, Mike Conley, Kyle Kuzma, De'Aaron Fox, Nikola Jokic, and Nikola Vucevic. Who you got winning?
All right, my top three. I'm going with 3 just in case. It's Trae Young, Doncic, and Nikola from Denver.
Okay.
Those 3. Out of those 3.
Okay. So that's who you got.
Yeah, and I might put De'Aaron Fox because he's fast. So being fast could play a big role in that.
Right.
But I'm gonna go with those first 3 though.
All right.
That's a talented bunch.
Yeah. That's definitely a talented crew.
Why they got Kuzma in there? He don't pass.
He must have did something that they feel is worthy of him being in the skills contest. I don't know. I can't.
Bro, when you watch the Lakers, all that dude is score. That's all he does. I don't know how he made it there. That boy don't even average 2 assists.
Yeah, I don't know.
That boy is just a pure scorer.
Yeah. Guillermo, skills contest. Who you got?
Skills contest. Who's in it?
Once again, you got Jason Tatum, Trae Young, Luka, Mike Conley, Kyle Kuzma, De'Aaron Fox, Jokic, and Vucevic.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say my boy Jokic, man. He's talented. I mean, I don't know if he – I'm just going out on a limb, man. That skills challenge to me is a toss-up. Actually, it's not really a toss-up, but, I'll just go with Jokic. Who cares? I mean, I'm looking forward to the AllStar game, man.
You looking forward to it?
Oh yeah. What? Yo, y'all underrating. That's what I like about y'all Knicks fans, man. Y'all complain about how much we suck on that stuff. Once the stability comes to us and it goes to the do you understand how much pandering LeBron James is going to be doing?
Oh, we know that. We know that.
But it's gonna be the fake laughters, the individual handshakes, and all this crap. I can't wait till Kawhi Leonard is like, all right, dude, yeah, whatever, grip up, do whatever. It's gonna be embarrassing how hard he's gonna try to be like a comrade and let's hey guys, this is fun, right? We could do this for 5 more years, right? Y'all don't understand. This is gonna be comedy. I'm watching this All-Star. This is the first All-Star game I'm really gonna be glued to. Like, I'm watching this because LeBron James, he deserves this for all the guys he got pushed off teams, all the maneuvering. This is what he deserves. It's gonna be fun to watch, man. So I'm looking forward to this All-Star game, man. It's gonna be beautiful.
Okay, all right. I mean, hopefully, they come out and, I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him perform well. Make it a game, make it exciting, make it interesting. And I would love to see that happen. Obviously, it doesn't.
Well, Sim, put it like this. Sorry to cut you off. If he balls out for them but he continues to play kind of, I would say lackluster, but he's still playing kind of sluggish from the injury. It'll be interesting because remember, this is the same guy who had his hand broken and wrapped around some type of, I don't know, some science project wrap around his hand, talking about his hand's broken. So I'm just saying, LeBron James is he's a soap opera, man. So let's just see. If he balls out and puts up 50 or something like that and blah, blah, let's see him try to go back and let's see how much effort he puts in trying to get his Lakers into the playoffs, who right now I think have a 6% chance of getting to the playoffs. But we'll see, man. I don't know.
All right.
I'm loving it, man.
3-point contest. Tell me who you got. 3-point contest. I'm going to get around to Kareem. We got Devin Booker, Seth Curry, Seth Curry and Steph Curry, Danny Green, Joe Harris, Buddy Hield, Damian Lillard, Chris Middleton, Kemba Walker, and Dirk.
I think Dame might take it, man.
Think Dame might take it?
I think Dame might take it, man. I think he's going to show out because he's being ignored. Everybody's talking about every other star who's moving here and there. And, like, as usual, unfortunately, just because he's in Portland, he feels probably left out. So I think he's going to show out for this 3-point contest, man. Didn't Steph Curry lose it to Clay, right? Steph Curry, Steph Curry's a guy to me, I think that he's a guy who's like kind of move around, shimmy, and then shoot the three versus just set three. I can see Dame hitting more set threes than anything. If this was like 2012, 2010, 2007, Dirk, easily. But he's just older, so I don't know. He's just probably just doing it just to have fun one last time. But Damian Lillard, Damian Lillard's going to show up.
I would love to see Dirk take it. I'm not going to lie. I'm rooting for Dirk to take it, man. I want to see Dirk take it.
And saying Dirk is going to take it. I mean, I don't see it, man. I love Dirk, man, but he's just too old, man.
You don't need athleticism for it. Your jump shot is the last thing to go. As a matter of fact,
is he a set guy? Man. Well, I guess he's set. He's more set than anybody else. I know Curry is a guy. I think he does stuff for fun, but I don't think he's a guy who just chuck it up like that. But I don't know, man. I just can't see. I just think Dirk is old, man. He's like 7-something. And that back when, come on, he ain't moving right anymore, man. He's my dude. I love Dirk. He's one of my favorite players, man.
Right. I mean, I get that. I understand what you're saying, but you don't think that he can you tell me you don't think that Dirk can.
He might not even finish he has that old. He's gonna be like trying to get to the.
I don't know. Like, he has that. I get it. I don't know if he's gonna win it, but I don't think he's gonna be too old to the point where he can't.
Nah, he's gonna hit a few. He's definitely gonna hit a few, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's sad, man. I hate seeing my favorite players like get older and get close to retirement. And now you're showing all the Dirk clips. Yes, he can still hit the three. I'm not saying that, but I don't know. I just think Dame is hungry. Y'all don't understand, man. Dame is hurt. Dame kills anytime outside of the playoffs. Like if this was playoffs for some reason, he had to shoot a 3-point contest in the playoffs. I don't know why that makes sense. He would falter, but in the regular season now, he's trying to show out, man. Yo, he's hurt, man. Like no one's talking about Dame Lillard. Everybody's talking about Kyrie. He's hurt, man. I feel for him. He's gonna put out a rap album too for the AllStar game and everything, man. Like that's my dude, man. I just don't want him on the Knicks, but I think he's gonna win, man.
All right. Well, see what's gonna happen, man. I'm gonna get around to the rest of the crew, find out what you guys think about 3-point contest, and then we're gonna head out of here for the night. I got everybody unmuted, man. Everybody's unmuted. What do you got?
Yo, Isaiah's sleeping, yo.
Yeah, Isaiah's probably asleep. Man, what do you got? 3-point contest. Who you got taking it, man?
For me?
Yeah.
Yo, to be honest, I like Dame, of course. How can you not like Dame? But I don't know. Dame has like a jump shot. You know what I'm saying? He gets up off the ground on his shots, and I don't know if he might start getting tired after a few rounds with that jump shot. One guy I do like, I think he was, I don't know, I can't remember a few years ago if he was a replacement his rookie year, and he surprised a lot of people. And I'm not sure if he was in the last year, but I think it might be his time. I like Devin Booker. He's a hell of a player, a hell of a shooter. He got ice in his veins. He's cut from that cloth. So I think he might take this time. His team has been real, irrelevant. So I think that he might take this time to to put the Suns on the map. So I'm looking for Devin Booker.
Okay.
But I do like the dynamic of the Curry brothers.
Yeah.
They might put on the show as well. But I'm looking for Devin Booker to take this one.
Take it. All right. I'm rooting for Dirk. I'm rooting for Dirk.
Man, I think Dirk is going to be.
Man, I ain't got no love for nobody in the Texas state right now. Like, your word, like no love for nobody anywhere. Anybody near that area, y'all all burn.
I feel you.
I think Dirk gonna be in his Larry Bird stuff, man.
Word.
I really think he don't got no chance at the playoffs. This is his going out party, man. I think Dirk gonna put on a show. I think Dirk is going to win the 3-point contest. My sleeper, though, I ain't heard anybody really say nothing about him, but Joe Harris is my sleeper. He doesn't get super high off the ground.
No.
His jump shot is nice and it's consistent every time. His release is nice and quick.
Facts.
I think he may surprise some people. He got a shot to pull it out, too. So
that's a good pick.
Dirk is the one I think Dirk is going to put on something to remember. I think this is his last year, and I think he wants to I look at it like this, right? This is where he's gonna look back on his final season and say, this was the highlight. So I think Dirk is coming out there to win. I don't think he's coming out there to have a good time. I think he wants to win this 3-point contest. So I'm thinking Dirk is gonna take it.
Okay, I'm hoping. I'm rooting for him. I don't know what Isaiah's doing. The lights went dark. Who knows what's happening? But you know what I mean. Look at him. What's up, man? What's going on over there?
Yo.
We hearing sounds, then the light goes dark. I don't know what's happening over there, man. But I'm gonna let you get your rest because I'm heading out.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm tired, man. God bless everybody. God bless.
All right, man. Hey, fellas, I'll check y'all later, man. I plan to try to get on for the slam dunk contest.
My word.
And, I'm gonna see what happens, see what goes on with the family life and everything. You know what I mean? And if everything is cool, I'm gonna get on for the slam dunk contest. We enjoy the slam dunk contest together, maybe for the AllStar game, the Rising Stars game. I just got to see how everything works out with the family.
Definitely.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm out of here. You will definitely see me sometime this weekend for sure. All right. So, be peaceful. Enjoy the weekend, fellas. Enjoy the weekend.
Man,
all right, man. Be easy.
Enjoy, man.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Peace.
I'll see y'all next time.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Congratulations to the New York Knicks for snapping the 18-game losing streak. Very happy for that. Feel good about that. Thank you guys for staying up with me. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do me that favor and hit that subscribe button. All right, hit the subscribe button. Shoot me a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. Get a notification anytime that I go live. I'm about to head up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, like I said, we'll see how things go with, family life and all that good stuff. And I'm going to try to get on during the slam dunk contest and the Rising Stars game and stuff like that. And, so that we can enjoy everything together and have a good time. All right, so I want you guys to make sure you have a great weekend. Hopefully you had a beautiful Valentine's Day with whomever you enjoy your Valentine's Day with. And I'm out of here, folks. I'll catch you this weekend. You'll get a notification. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. If you haven't rung the notification bell and you're subscribed, ring it now. Hit that bell now. Ring it loud. All right, so that when I come on, you get that notification and you know everything that's popping. I'm out. Enjoy your weekend.